But yeah, and then we get, of course, we thought we were done. You thought we're done? No. We've got more. They came out the gate swinging, man. Not only do we get Smoke, all-time favorite, but we aren't gonna forget about characters that people were just clamoring for throughout 11, right? Mortal Kombat, man. We finally got the Kombat Kast. We talked about it last week that it was announced. It's coming up, and we actually got our first basically resurgence of it, right? Like it was their usual show that they did for. I think they even did it. Did they do it on MKX? I'm trying to remember if they did it that far back. I believe they did, right? Because MK11 was not the first one they did it for. I'm pretty sure they did some of it with maybe MKX, if not Injustice. Might have been it.
1 second. Not Injustice 1, definitely.
No. Yeah, not Injustice 1. I think Injustice 2 for sure.
Yeah. Nope. This all I'm just Googling it, and everything is just Kombat Kast. Maybe it was MK11.
Maybe it was MK11, but damn, that feels like it was.
No, but in between 11, there was not Injustice. It was before 11 was Injustice. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, regardless, though, it's back though. So, Kombat Kast came through. We got to watch, some of our go-to. Man, this timer was for freaking ever. We got to get some of our, usual suspects from the developer team, QA leads and such, coming back to their familiar set, or their ever improving set. And we got to get some more information, some talks on some characters that we didn't get to see, of course, in the beta that went down. And that was all wrapped up, with at a solid, I was like 30 minutes. I was gonna say it's like 15 minutes out of 40, but that was the breakdown. But yeah, we had Tyler, we had Derek, and of course we had Stephanie in as well. And yeah, man, it was good to see these guys again. It was great to get some information finally about what the possibilities were coming up and how they're feeling about the stress test that went down and what they're looking to give us, because these shows are just going to be, if you aren't familiar with it, if you're like coming into MK1 and didn't play 11 or aren't familiar with the show, these shows are just going to be like the reveal trailers. It's going to be their marketing that they're going to be doing live, talking to some people as well in chat, which is awesome, and showing trailers, which is what they also ended up doing. I think, did they start off with the trailer off the rip?
Yes.
Was it that? Okay, man,
yes.
I couldn't remember because it was a bit of a blur. Yeah, so.
Yeah, it was last, I think, Thursday?
It was Thursday,
Yeah, so they started out with the trailer. It definitely turned into a Lin Kuei trailer. And then afterwards, it was titled the Lin Kuei trailer.
Yeah.
So cool with the
oh my God, the Scorpion sword melt? Yeah, that was, they love themselves, the thematics, but bro, that in itself is like a wallpaper, like an animated wallpaper. Like, yeah, just see this like melt. Ugh.
That's confidence right there.
Oh yeah, that's skill, man, when the skills are there. But yeah, so it was a Lin Kuei trailer because we really got to focus around the ninjas, and we're not just talking about Scorpion and Sub-Zero. We did get actual announcements of another character that was never shown before, which is a trip. Oh my God, that Scorpion! I always want to say that Scorpion tag though is so funky to see.
Not just that, like, were there new moves compared to from the? Were you able to do those clones in the?
I can't remember if you could do the multiple clones. Yo, you know what this that right there reminds me of? There's no way it's not a call out. Do you remember that OG? Only my real OGs know about this. Like that MK versus Street Fighter like animated series, like little sprite series that someone made. They made like a version 1, a version 2, and the version 3 was like Akuma versus Chameleon. And it was so over the top. Like, son, there's no way you don't know. I probably
have seen it. It's been so long.
It is like a classic. It's a classic animation. And in that animation, which beautiful, because I love the.
It's like what Death Battle became. Death Battle
basically, it's like a predecessor to Death Battle. Like, there's no way you don't remember seeing something like this.
I remember them. Like, they were all pretty good. Like, again, Newgrounds and or
exactly. It was a Newgrounds type of thing.
Oh,
but
yeah.
He just did it. And he just did it. I was like, there's no way it's not a call out to that, right? Because it's so specific. Being able to do stuff like that is like, oh my God.
What's funny is
when I saw those clones, like, it's got to be it.
at that time, that's all we had.
Yeah, that's all we had,
We
baby.
didn't have
That's all we
cutscenes,
had.
you know.
Nope.
But yeah, the pullout that Scorpion does, my goodness, like it was like almost an assist defense.
Yes,
So to speak.
yes.
Like he spears him out of there. That was
Yeah,
really good.
it's so crazy. So maybe it's they're looking at ways that I mean it's still so funky to see, but
Yeah.
it's so interesting because it's like I see it as a way to kind of be almost like an anti mix-up assist, right? It's to stop, like imagine instead of you having to hold it, your assist is actually now able to support you in a way where you don't have to worry about an Oki setup of some kind. You can just get out because it looks like he has armor because it looks like he got hit like
Yeah.
in
Well,
between.
the white flash apparently
Yeah.
seems to be like an indicator, and he just
Yeah,
dodged
that's
the
what it is.
punch to the nuts.
Yeah, and then the Sub-Zero like slow down freeze on the Johnny Johnny Cage kick, excuse me. Johnny
Shadow
kick.
Yeah.
The shadow kick. It was just bonkers. But sure enough, after a couple exchanges, we get to see now the return
Yeah.
of your boy of Smoke. He's got a clean cup and a new mask, but it's definitely still him.
Yeah, everybody's calling him Leffen.
Basically, yeah, like
the chat.
it's so funny. Yeah, he basically is Leffen. It's congrats, bro. You made it. But yes, Smoke, fan favorite. We've been wondering what the hell's been going on ever since he died, right? Like we got to see a little bit of him in MKX. There was none in 11, right? He didn't appear in any kind of way in 11.
Well, he became did he become?
He was a specter or a remnant in X. Like that's the last time you saw him was when you fought him as a NPC. Like, oh, excuse me. Well, technically Triborg, right? Triborg is kind of Smoke, right? Like,
But I don't know.
it's not.
I don't remember what
actually
happened to him in 9. Maybe he died in 9.
He did die in 9 because Sindel killed him. She snapped his neck. When she did the whole like I'm gonna body everybody in this room,
Just destroyed everybody in a church.
She hit him, he fell down, and she just broke his neck. And then all we knew was he was a remnant from there until we got him in MKX. But
anyway, so he looks great. He has a knife, and that's it. Like,
yeah,
I
we
don't
got
see
to see a
anything
little
else that sort of really like shows me anything else. It was just like, man, all these other people with huge weapons, and you got a knife.
He's got a knife, but he also has got grenades, right? Like they show that he uses a grenade. He kind of uses a little bit more of tech. Like there was like talks on the web. Oh my goodness, there was talks on the web of like the possible leaked bio as to what his like bio is, and stating that he isn't supposed to have like the same amount of powers as like his characters traditionally had. But I'm like, well, we still see it though. So I'm like, he still has like this weird command over it. Because remember, like Smoke's whole MO is that he's what is it? And then what is it? And then Ron is like the name of the demon that gives him his smoke powers. Like that's like where he gets it from. Because he was like sacrificed to it in a tribe, and the demon like woke up with him or took over his body, and that's why he was getting burned alive. That's why smoke is his thing. That's some deep MK lore for you guys out there. So don't ever tell me I'm not about this shit. I know this shit, son.
I do like the callbacks with the assists of Cyrax of Sector.
Yes.
Sick. They just took everything from the newer MK games and the old. So like obviously the buzzsaw and the
buzzsaw, classic. And
all the
classic
grenades.
Cyrus, classic. I'm wearing stuff over a some sort of black bodysuit.
look.
Yeah, the MK3 look, man. That they gave you that.
It reminds me of the movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, yeah, dude, it's
And
raw.
The
I
movie
love it.
costume was really good.
It was. So a lot to unpack here. So we get to see, like I said, more of even some story beats where Sub-Zero, which I'm assuming is Bihan, right? Bihan's the older Sub-Zero, right? Is it Bihan? Yes, because Quagliang is the younger. Yeah, Quagliang is the younger one. Where Bihan's talking to Scorpion, he's like, we shouldn't, just defend Earthrealm. We should be leading it, right? We're getting small semblances of where the direction of some characters are going to go, right? Because they're supposed to be Liu Kang's. They're supposed to be Liu Kang's like. They're his army. They're his defenders for the Earth, right? That's how he's shaped this.
not chosen ones, but warriors. I guess
His
defenders
warriors.
of Earthrealm.
Yeah. His defenders, his guardians for Earthrealm are going to be the Lin Kuei. But like we're already seeing the little tidbits of potentially this Sub-Zero thinking otherwise. So we might see some new, old beats, some old habits from some of these characters, these personalities and such, and might lead the foundation to remembering original relationships, how they always end up. Like Scorpion and Sub-Zero might be by the end of it. Whether or not they're still brothers is one thing, but they might be more than likely sworn enemies by the end of this, right? And they're gonna just remix it a little bit, but it's still there, which I like. They're not gonna stray. They're gonna stray away from what's traditional, but that doesn't mean they still can't give you our little dashes of like, oh yeah, right, it makes sense still because he's always been this character, right? It's an ambitious character, or maybe he was always had a little bit of evil in him, right? Like I don't think they're gonna play with that too much because I think it's so well written. It's been like that for so long. It's kind of the expectation. But whatever they do in the meantime, I'm still not gonna I'm not gonna knock them for it. But also the Sector shout out, man. The Sector cameo. You talked about the retroness, man. Like the Sector uppercut launcher. Yep. Oh, it looks so good. It looks better than the MKX one. I'm sorry. The MKX one was cool, but this one, I don't know, man. It just hits home. No pun intended. It really is just
MKX or
with Triborg, right? Because he wasn't in the
okay. Right.
Yeah.
Forgetting about Triborg. I always think of Cyber Sub-Zero, but that's an X.
He's also an X. No, he's an X as well, remember? But
yeah, I know. You can pick all four. Which start, with a hidden variation.
Yeah, and then we got the classic, missiles, right, in the X-Ray, which is really dope. Following up with Sub-Zero's X-Ray as well. But yeah, and then we get, of course, we thought we were done. You thought we're done? No. We've got more. They came out the gate swinging, man. Not only do we get Smoke, all-time favorite, but we aren't going to forget about characters that people were just clamoring for throughout 11, right? Even though he was kind of a late addition, he was like second to last in terms of DLC, I want to say. I can't remember. There was a DLC pack after him,
Melina, and
Rambo were together. I don't know if there was another one post this, but Rain with a new look, right, has also been shown, right? He's got a staff. They're kind of weird. Of all the ninjas, he's the one that has gotten the most reworks over the years. Like he is. They have definitely molded him, right? Edenian prince or half-blood Edenian god and such is what his backstory is. So now with the scepter, I guess they're trying to bring that royalty part to it. It's cool because now they kind of make it that like he always has a source of water, so he fights with it. Like he swings, and it's all there, and he's manipulating it versus like just making it appear out of nowhere, which is like kind of, I guess it'd be a little weird. So now you
there is no water in the air. No,
there is water in the air. Stupid.
There is no water.
But then we got the toilet flush.
So yeah, he flushed him down the toilet.
Yeah, we got the toilet flush. Hold up, we got the actual spin too, man.
Yeah, and the water effects are it's crazy here, man.
Right, Resident Evil 4 can learn a thing or two here.
Oh snap, that's right.
Yeah,
splashing.
Let's see the flush.
I just want to hear the old. Remember the old sound effect when you'd get hit with?
Whoa,
yeah. Tyrax's net, exactly.
Oh my god. Yeah, but yeah, this was incredible. He's got some interesting new tools to show. Like I said, we're getting more of the aerial combat showing off with Scorpion as well. Yes. Yeah, it's
fantastic combo. I was like, yes, more of this, please.
Everything about it was just like, oh yeah, and Frost, dude, I forgot because it was just out of nowhere. You were just like, oh what the fuck? Like I had to honestly take a second to pause and be like, wait, we're seeing all this now? Like they're just, which also makes sense, right? The game comes out in September. They kind of need to get on it.
Yeah, they show all the ninjas, all of their happy stuff. Next one will be Special Forces or something.
Yeah, exactly. But Frost was showing off, kind of closing in the whole Lin Kuei kind of aspect. Just her cameo, obviously not the actual, if she is going to be a character or not. But we got to get a couple other little semblances of some other little tidbits in the trailer. This is all on YouTube, so you can go and check it out. Play it 100 million times. Go dissect it like crazy.